Mr. Warren Beatty. Warren.
Look at this. What an interesting mic.
Hi, Warren, in the
Hi.
back. Congratulations,
What?
directly in the back. Where
Hi.
my hand is right. Hi, congratulations.
Thanks.
Did you know in advance, did they ask you about, the jokes about all the women who have been in your life? And did they ask Annette also about that?
No. In these circumstances, we do as we're told.
But how did you feel about that?
Fine. Fine. And that is fine with it, yes? What?
Seeing
Yeah.
the film reel
Yeah?
is like, seeing that is like looking at a scrapbook of your work.
Yes.
And even though you know it's coming, it must provoke a terrific amount of emotion to relive those moments in an instant.
Yeah. As Nixon would have said, I see what you mean. But the thing is, when you know that you're on camera, you kind of suppress it. I will go home and sob. This is the strangest stanchion I've seen. Oh, I thought it was on purpose. Yes. Yeah, it's well, our kids now will have these their whole lives because of the technology that we didn't have then. So it's something that we get used to. I'm used to it. Jack, Clint, Dustin, they're used to it. Not a lot of people go back, 45 years. Actually, Tom got his chronology a little wrong. I go back further because I didn't do the play after the most promising newcomer award. It was before, so I go back to the 50s. I am truly ancient. Yeah. Yes.
So is Reds do you consider that to be the work you're proudest of? And is that something, A, that couldn't be made now, and B, that you would like people to see more now that it's out on DVD and a special edition?
Well, Reds was something that couldn't be made then, let alone now. It certainly would be less likely to be made now. But people say this all the time, but it's true. You think about movies the same way you think about your children. You don't have a favorite. Something happened that made you go and do it. And I've always been so lucky that I had a beginning with Kazan and people that were very good. So I had alternatives. I've always had alternatives, and that's probably why I haven't made as many movies as some other people have. But of course, I think it's a very good movie.
If you could sit the powers that be down and have them watch one of your films, would that be the one?
Depends on the power that was. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. But I don't have favorite movies. I have some movies that I think aren't very good, but I don't talk about them. Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that Sacha Baron Cohen just won for Borat.
Oh, did he?
And when he got up, the first thing he said was that it was wow, wow, wee, wow. That's how you say it.
Wow, wow, wee, wow. Oh, what did I say? I think I said wee, wow. I apologize. Yes, he's very good, huh? He's so good. I want to see that. See, I'll look at that on TiVo. Yeah.
So you was very often. I am
Excuse me?
here.
What?
I am
Oh,
here.
hi. Yeah.
You was very often and in a serious way critical about the political wave of life in America.
Yeah.
And Borat just won as best comic actor. I am very curious to know your opinion about the successful of this movie that is so ironic about the culture in America or the subculture in America?
Well, I think it's a very political film. I think it requires, to really understand it, a fairly sophisticated viewer. The film also appeals to people who are not so sophisticated, but at the root of a joke, Freud said, was hostility or anger, and that anger is disguised by wit. And this is a very witty movie with a lot of anger underneath that is, I think, beautifully done. It's, you know, you don't get much by being too analytic about it. What are your feelings?
Mr. Beatty?
Huh?
I saw the movie in Toronto first time.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And I really was thinking, this will be a very important movie for America.
Very important movie, yeah.
From other countries. The problem is
Yeah.
that someone doesn't understand outside America all the
Mm-hmm. Well, it's sort of heightened in its jokes, and we can take a joke in America.
You have some clout in this town, so tell me about a dream project that you're thinking about that you'd love to make, that if you tell all of us, we can tell all of Hollywood.
No.
Mr. Beatty?
Yeah.
I think you're one of the greatest artists of all time in Hollywood, and I think you're also one of the greatest heartthrobs. So I was hoping that you could comment on the double standard that men are applauded for being great lovers and women are not. They're often called, you know, slutty or something worse, but
Often
men are
called what?
applauded for it.
Often called what? Women are often called what?
Slutty for being
Slutty.
great lovers, but men are applauded for it. Could you comment on that double standard?
Well, I think that changed in the 60s or 70s. A lot of men are called slutty. So I don't know that I concur with your definition.
Do you want to be specific on anyone?
About the men? No. No.
Well,
What is your secret to having such a successful marriage in Hollywood?
Marionette Benning. I have no idea, except
Congratulations.
I'm serious.
Congratulations. Would you tell us, like, what would be the next thing that we would be able to see you? And now that a lot of actors are going from the big screen to television, including Ms. Benning, have you ever thought about doing like a miniseries or anything like that? And also, are there still any inclination on any political place?
What's the last part of the question?
Are you still inclined to be in any office, running for any
Running
office?
for office? No.
Nothing.
No.
Okay. And the other
So there. The first part of the question is, I think great stuff is now done on television, much more so than when I started. So I wouldn't differentiate between movies and television, really. Just terrific stuff being done on television. So no, it's I'm having an experience with a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 15-year-old, and that's not on television and not in the movies, and it's fully engaging, and